Ready? 3, 2, 1, start. No counter affidavits have been filed in WP number 2140 of 2019 and WP number 2675 of 2019, though considerable time had elapsed since their filing in this court. Stop. COVID-19 pandemic had disrupted life and also the working of the courts, including the High Court, since March 2020. Stop. The initial roster permitting taking up of only urgent matters. After the COVID-19 pandemic set in, there was a lockdown announced for 21 days from 24/3/2020, and initially a decision was taken by the High Court wide order dated 27/3/2020, suspending the regular judicial work till 14/4/2020, and decided that only dire urgent cases, namely bail applications, stay matters, and dire urgent fresh admission matters such as PIL will be taken up. Bracket start. Annexure 1 to this order. Bracket close. Stop. The notification of the High Court dated 13/4/2020. The High Court notified that the suspension of judicial work would stand extended from 14/4/2020 till 30/4/2020. Bracket start. Annexure 2 to this order. Bracket close. And that it will take up dire urgent cases as mentioned in the circular dated 27/3/2020 within bracket annexure 1. Stop. The change in the roster from 4/5/2020 permitting all matters to be taken up by video conferencing. The High Court notified that the summer vacation for the year 2020 was also cancelled by the full court. Bracket start. Annexure 3 to this order. Bracket close. Stop. Para. On 4/5/2020, there was a change in the roster pursuant to the appointment of a new judge to the High Court, but the hearing of all matters and not only urgent cases was permitted to be done by video conferencing. Bracket start. Annexure 4 to this order. Bracket close. Stop. Even on 7/5/2020, a notification was issued by the High Court specifically mentioning that it would continue to take up final hearing pending admissions and other matters as decided by the respective judges as per the roster, in addition to extreme urgent matters. Bracket start. Annexure 5 to this order. Bracket close. Stop. It is not denied by the learned Advocate General that at the request of the state/respondents, these matters were listed with other connected matters by the division bench presided over by the Honorable the Chief Justice on 17/4/2020, as the state wanted the Anantgiri Sagar Reservoir to be inaugurated by releasing of water into the petitioner's lands. Stop. Bracket start. As already stated above, such inauguration of Anantgiri Sagar Reservoir took place on 24/4/2020 after COVID-19 pandemic started and in the midst of a lockdown. Bracket close. Stop. The bench presided over by the Honorable the Chief Justice in view of the request of the learned Advocate General. Bracket start. Even though as per the notification dated 13/4/2020, the High Court had extended the suspension of judicial work of the High Court and stated that dire urgent cases only would be taken up by it. Bracket close. Obviously sensing the urgency in the matter and to ensure that adequate and Just compensation is also paid to the petitioners before water is released into their lands for the Anantgiri Sagar reservoir. Directed these matters to be listed and they were listed on 17/4/2020. Stop over.